Hi everybody, this is Fertile Body Yoga and this is the second video in the three-part series, Thriving Through the Holidays. And this is the flow portion, so we're going to move a little bit more. Maybe you've done the warm-up already, you just carry on through, or maybe you're just joining us for this little flow. We're going to start on our hands and knees. And you can take a blanket and put it underneath your knees, or a towel or anything. And then finding tabletop position, so the wrists are right under the shoulders and the knees are right under the hips. And you'll have two blocks handy, both at the front. And then as you exhale, I want you to drop your head towards the floor. And as you drop your head towards the floor, you're just gently lifting the belly button up and away from the floor. And as you exhale next, melt your heart towards the ground. So you'll feel like your shoulder blades are kind of coming in together. A little bit of a slump through the upper back. Then again, let your head hang. Feeling some opening through the neck and the upper body. Then begin to let the head move a little bit. And then once you let the head move, the shoulders will start to move, the side bodies, the hips. And you'll just let yourself move for a little bit and explore where the body wants to go. So the body very rarely takes us to a place of discomfort. That discomfort generally comes with the ego or the mind or just following a yoga teacher blindly. One of my favorite teachers, Judith Hanson-Lassiter, her little motto is trust yourself first. Trust yourself first. What feels good? And if it feels wrong, you don't need to do it. So as you exhale, you're going to come down into a child's pose. Now for those that are preparing for a transfer or have, you're in the first follicular phase of your cycle, having a little bit of stimulation through the abdominal is really quite nice. So for child's pose, you're going to keep the knees together. You're going to drop the hips towards the heels and spread the arms forward. Bring the head to the floor. For those that are post-transfer and the 2-week wait, you don't want to put so much pressure on the abdominals. You can open the knees up and then drop the hips to the heels. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And as you inhale next, coming forward, I'm going to bring the knees under the hips. I'm going to tuck the toes as you exhale. Lift the hips, move into downward facing dog. So rather than having the weight stay over the wrist, we're going to shift so the shoulders move back. The hips rise to the sky, the fingers spread, the whole hand is pressing into the floor. And then as you inhale, it's like a little gentle wave. We come forward, bring the shoulders back over the wrists. And then exhale, lower to the knees. And your choice again of child's pose. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhaling to come up. Toes tucked, exhale to down dog. Inhale, it'll shift and rock forward like a wave. And then exhale to the knees to child's pose. So do 1 more. Inhaling, coming up. Toes tuck, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lifting up the heels, wave forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale to the knees in child's pose. 1 free breath in, free breath out. And then inhale, coming back up. We're going to find our blocks. And we'll start with the left foot forward. Good, and then rather than having this back leg right at 90 degrees, we're going to walk the knee back a little bit. So you start to feel already a little opening and spreading through the right side. So as you exhale, you sink a little deeper into your lunge. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together. Use your blocks here to rebound out of. So we're not dumping our weight into them. We're using them just to gently push up. I like to come up onto my fingertips to remind me. And then exhale, sink a little deeper. And then as you inhale, you lengthen the spine. Look over the left shoulder. You can even take the left hand, hold on to the knee, and peer over the back side, over towards the back. Take a deep breath in, bring the face forward. Keep your back toes tucked under as you exhale and shift back into half Hanumanasana, half split. And here we want to keep the back toes tucked under. We want to round and hunch forward. So you can use the blocks here wherever. Gently push into them. Lift your upper body. Think cow, so send the sits bones back and spread the collarbones. And then we walk back forward. Exhale, sink into the lunge. Squeeze inner thighs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Look over the left shoulder. And then inhale to center, back toes tuck under, hips rock back, front toes go up. Position your blocks where you need them. Deep breath in. And walk the blocks forward. That's your exhale. Into your lunge. Inhale over the left shoulder. Inhale back to center, back toes tuck under. Exhale. Into your half split. Sitting up nice and tall. One more deep breath in. And then walk the blocks forward. Bring the left knee to the right. And then we'll switch sides. So the right foot comes forward. Walk the left knee back. You have already a little bit of opening through the left side. We'll squeeze your thighs together. And exhale. Find your lunge. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, back to center, back toes tuck under. Exhale, half split. Use your blocks where you need them. Upper body lifted, supported, really feeling it through the back of the right leg, hamstring. And then rock it back. That's the inhale, exhale. Find your lunge. Inhale, look over the right shoulder. And exhale forward. Back toes tuck under. Back to your half split. Inhale, deeply lift. Exhale. And inhale, rock forward. One more time like this. Squeeze inner thighs, look forward, then over as you inhale. Back to center. Back toes tuck under. Exhale. Half Hanumanasana, lift, and then blocks come forward. Right knee comes to the left. And blocks come to the side. Hands come to the floor. We're going to do something I call the lazy cobra. So if you just had a transfer, you'll want to avoid this, maybe post-transfer in general. But this can be a really nice, gentle stimulation for those preparing for transfer in the follicular phase during ovulation. All that is fine. It is very gentle. I don't think you're going to cause harm if you do a post-transfer, but I know a lot of the time we just want to like play it on the safe side. So that's fine. So we're going to bring the hands to the floor. I'm going to walk the knees quite a ways back. And then as you exhale, you're going to drop your pelvis to the floor. Like this. So if you have the transfer, you can kind of stop here and work, exhale, taking the hips back. If you want to create a little more stimulation, a little more energy, so you drop the hips down, keep the elbows in, then let the pelvis come down, and all the way to the floor. Loop the shoulders, push into the hands, rock yourself up. hips pop up. Exhale, you don't come all the way to a child's pose, but go into a cow and send your hips back. Good, and then inhale. Exhale. Lay yourself down. Inhale, rock up. Cow pose. A little bit of stretch through the front. And let's do one more. Exhale. Pelvis lowers. Elbows in. Lay the front body down. Loop the shoulders. Push into the hands. Come all the way up. Walk the knees back in. And again, find your blocks. We're going to take the blocks, place them to the inside of the left knee. And finding now 90 degrees with your back leg and your front leg. As you exhale, you're going to go for cow, so the sits bones go up towards the ceiling, collarbones spread, forearms come down to the floor or to the blocks. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, crown of the head moves forwards as the left hip moves backwards towards the back. Let the head hang. And then inhale, lifting back up. I'm going to take the block out to the side, off the mat. Lean into that. Exhale, lunge, right, into the right hip flexor. Then take that left hand, sweep it up towards the ceiling, press into the block, open up. And then exhale, and comes back down. We'll bring the blocks back in, push into the blocks, go for a cow. And then exhale, keeping the sits bones high, lower to the forearms. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, let the head drop. Inhale, lifting hands to the block. Block to the side. Exhale, sink into your lunge. And then inhale, twist it open. And then exhale. And to the block. We'll do one more. Exhale. Down into your half squat. Rest the head. Inhale, lift the head, hands to the blocks, block to the side. Exhale, lunge into the right. Inhale, send the left arm up to the ceiling. And then exhale, hand to the block. We'll bring the left knee in. Blocks to the side. Hands to the floor, hips to the sky. Downward dog. Inhale, wave into your modified plank here. It doesn't have to be a regular plank, lower to the knees. And then as you exhale, moving again through that lazy cobra, your choice how deep you want to go. Let the pelvis drop, keep the elbows in, space between the ears and the shoulders. So you lower yourself down. And then loop the shoulders, coming up the way we came down. Good. And then we'll move to the other side. Bring the knees in, bring the right foot, this time blocks to the inside. 90 degrees with both feet. Both knees, hands to the blocks. Inhale, sits bones high, collarbones spread. Exhale, forearms come down. Take a moment, move around. Right hip draws back, crown of the head forward. Ground through the big toe with the front foot. And you can play with it. Some people like the toe out. If you have outwardly rotating hips naturally, turning the toe out might feel a lot better. For those that are inwardly rotated naturally, toes can go forward. If you're not quite sure where your hips rotate naturally, just find where your foot feels the best. Let's one more deep breath in. Hands to the block, lift the head. Move the left block off the mat and then exhale. Lunge. Right arm comes up. And then exhale. Hand comes back down. Blocks come in. We exhale. Go back to the half lunge. Let the head drop. Hands to the block. Inhale. Lift the head. Block to the side. Exhale. Lunge. And inhale. Twist it open. Exhale. Coming down. We'll do one more. Block in. Sits bones high, chest to the ground. Let the head drop. Inhale, lift the head, hands to the block. Left block off the mat. Exhale, sink. And then inhale, open. For the twist, exhale, hand comes back down, right knee comes in. Blocks to the side, hands to the floor, hips to the sky. Downward dog. Feet are hip distance apart, fingers are spread. Chest is floating back towards the thighs, inner thighs are rolling up towards the back. So inwardly rotate. Feel space for the sacrum. And then inhale like a wave coming into modified plank. Exhale to the knees. Drop the hips down. And roll your way to the floor. Shoulders loop, push into the hands. And rise up. Walking the knees together. So your choice. You can do your child's pose whichever way you like. I'm going to give you another little variation. So for those preparing for a transfer and you know that you have like a thinner lining and you want to get it a little bit thicker, you can make some fists. Turn to the camera. So you make some fists, and right where your wrist bones are, you put those on your front hip bones here. And then on a kind of diagonal 45-degree angle, your fists come in to the lower stomach. So this will take you right to the uterus. It's also really nice if you suffer from menstrual cramps as well. It can be a nice release. And then as you exhale, you can sit down and roll your upper body around your hands. And you can use a block here for your head, so you won't come down quite as far. Good. Continue on with 2 or 3 more breaths. And when you're done, very slowly lift the head, the upper body, till you're in a kneeling position. Thanks everybody. So that was our little holiday flow. I hope you enjoyed it. And the next part of the series will be the restorative. So I hope you'll join me.